my name is Holly Bellacci and welcome to the fabulous Long Beach, Washington. Today I'm making for you delightfully cheesy buttermilk biscuits. I made this recipe for my husband and he's also my cameraman. Thanks, honey. Let's get started. The first thing I've already done is I've added all my dry ingredients and my butter and shortening and cut that in just to save a little time. I'm just gonna go ahead and flour my baking surface and add my buttermilk. So first things first is just a little flour. Woo! And now I'm gonna add my buttermilk, and you just want to stir this up a little bit. I got it all over me until it's just sticky. Not too much. Okay, we almost have it. And then we're just gonna turn it out onto our board. Okay. Now what you want to do is take off your bling on this and get all your rings and jewelry off so they don't get too messy. And start kneading your dough. You only want to do this about 5 to 7 times so you don't get the dough overworked. Now I've got a special technique I'm going to show you for kneading your dough. And that's just put more love in it. You just get your booty involved and you just do 1, 2, 3. And you count all the way to 6 or 7 and get your dough nice and worked up, and add a little flour if it's too sticky. But getting your whole body involved just makes it that much better and that much more love in your recipe. Okay, just flatten this out. Once you've got it kneaded to about 1 inch thick. Okay. And we're going to get our biscuit. Well, I don't actually have a biscuit cutter. I just use my glass. And I always grew up with homemade biscuits. My husband always grew up with refrigerated biscuits, and so he said he didn't like homemade, but I just found out that he just likes them round. He doesn't care. I always just cut them with a knife like my mom did, but we're going to use a glass this time and just cut them because I don't actually have a biscuit cutter. Just push straight down. Want a little more flour. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to put these ones on our lined, parchment paper lined baking sheet. And we're going to just push these back together and make a couple more. Trying to handle them as least amount as possible. Okay. I want to try to get about 3 more. Okay. Now I've got what looks like 8 biscuits, but I have a surprise for you. I am going to stuff these biscuits with Philadelphia original cream cheese. I've been buying so much cream cheese and making so many recipes with it lately, I decided to go for the big guns and get a big tub of cream cheese. So what we'll do is we'll just take about 1 ounce of cream cheese and put it onto 4 of the biscuits. This makes a really creamy surprise inside each one. And if you want to make more than 4 biscuits, just double the recipe and you'll have 8. It's easy. Now the second surprise inside here is bacon. We're going to put a little bit of bacon on each one. If you have a meat and potatoes husband, ladies, they will love this recipe. My husband loves biscuits, and he has asked me to make this about 4 or 5 times since I first came up with the recipe only a few weeks ago. Okay, so we're going to take the other side of the biscuits and just stick them right on top and push them down. So it makes a little cream cheese and bacon sandwich. I'm just going to brush a little bit of melted butter on top. Add another layer of flavor. You guys, these are so good. Please try them. You will love them. And so will your family and whoever else you're feeding. Okay, I've got the butter on, and I'm just going to add another great ingredient, which is shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Now you're going to want to get as much cheese on here as you can fit because the biscuit will spread out and the cheese will also, so you want to make sure there's enough. Falls off the side, no big deal. Just stack it up there. And the last thing is more bacon. We're just going to do the same thing with the bacon. Get as much as you can on there because when it spreads out, you want to make sure there's enough on every bite. I always think these look like little bird's nests with little bacon bird babies. I know, that's silly. Okay. Just really pile it high. Okay, so I'm going to stick these in the oven at 450 for about 15 minutes until they're golden brown, and I'll be right back. Hi, I've got my biscuits out of the oven and let them cool for about 5 minutes and put them in this beautiful bowl. Now I'm just going to take a bite. I know you're supposed to take small bites when eating on camera, but I don't know if that's possible with these monsters. Good. Very good. You'll be happy. Now, ladies, I just have one last question. Got Philadelphia cream cheese?